Hi everyone, it's me, Miu, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time since I last filmed a video. I wanted to do something that was like a bit of a reset. Not that I really posted a lot on my channel before disappearing. So I asked you guys on Instagram to send me your burning questions so that you guys on YouTube can get to know me a little better. I already screenshotted my favorite questions to answer, so we're gonna just read through those and yeah, we'll just chat, I guess. So let's do it, yay! The very first question is from nya.exe, who I believe is Alva. Sweetie Alva, who's always in my comments. Thank you so much for sending this. They say, Miu, I missed you. What advice do you have for beginners looking to try Jirai? It's kind of funny because like, I still feel like people look to me for Jirai advice, even though I don't really wear it anymore, but it was a really big part of my life for a long time, so I feel very honored to get this question. I'd say don't overbuy stuff and really think about like what in Jirai you really like and try to focus on getting those pieces first. I know a lot of people feel this desire and like maybe even pressure to like buy a bunch of stuff right at the beginning so that they can have like a full closet and like be Jirai, but like if you haven't worn Jirai before, it is a very like for lack of a better word, like kind of jarring experience to suddenly like jump into it because it's so different, especially in the West, like very different from the fashion here that you see like people locally wearing. So I think it's really important to like make sure that you actually like how you look in the style. What I did personally was I bought a couple easy pieces that I could reuse a few times and I just wore that for like the first year. So yeah, that would be my advice. I think just start really slow and choose just like a couple pieces that you think first of all look really cute and you want to wear, and also that you could kind of pair with a bunch of different things just to kind of like get the feel for like how you feel in the clothes and like if you even like it. Here are like some of the pieces I guess I would recommend. I'm just gonna like pop them there. Try it out and see if you like it, but don't rush into it is what I'm saying, because it's a very expensive fashion style, so never rush into it. That would be my advice. Thank you for sending your question. Okay, the next question actually comes from my friend, and she asked, how did you deal with the pressure around image and appearance as an idol? This is a really great question because I think every idol kind of goes through something like this. And you would think that maybe because I was a Kaigai idol, that same pressure wasn't applied here, but I did feel a massive pressure to be pretty and beautiful and whatever. Like I wanted to be the perfect idol like every other girl who's an idol wants to be. I think a lot of the times this question kind of is more related to like body image. I'm very grateful that I'd never had like body image issues in that way, but I did deal with a lot of insecurity regarding like my face, and by that I mean like acne. My whole idol career, basically like a couple months after debuting, I'm not even joking, I developed like adult acne, and it's been something that I've been battling basically since like 2021, and it's been really hard, like especially when I was an idol. That's probably when it was at its worst. I was constantly dealing with breakouts all the time, and it got to the point where I would dread having to like go out on stage because I was so self-conscious about whether people could see my acne from stage or not. It also made meet and greets really difficult to like get through because I was really even more self-conscious because now people are up close and they can see my acne like for sure, and that's all I could think about. It was just really difficult. Like I almost got to a point where I was just, like feeling bad for like my otaku for like liking a member who actually has really bad acne. That's such a silly thing to say out loud now because it's like everyone is human and like we're all gonna have our flaws, and like no one really cares about that at the end of the day. So how did I deal with the pressure? I guess I didn't really deal with it, if I'm being completely honest. There wasn't like a point in time where I was like, it'll be okay, like no one notices this. I was always constantly worried about it. I'm really happy that now like my skin has actually gotten a lot better. I've gone two weeks without breaking out, which is really good for me. So yeah, things have gotten better for sure, but yeah, back then it was really difficult, and I sometimes wonder if like other idols like relate to like having acne specifically, because as far as I know I'm like the only one. So yeah, thank you for your question. This next question is kind of on theme with like idol stuff. This is from May Heavenly 6, and they asked, is there anything you miss from your idol life? Yes, definitely. There are a lot of things I miss. Like, obviously being an idol is really fun, so like I missed all the fun things, you know what I mean? But I think the number one thing I miss the most is definitely meet and greets with my otaku. Especially near the end, I felt like we had finally gotten to a point where like we were all like really close with each other. I had a lot of girl fans, which I was so grateful for. It was just really fun. Every time we'd have meet and greet, I feel like I always had someone I was looking forward to seeing, and it was just really fun. So I really missed that. And I always have to mention this because I think it's so ironic, but when I first became an idol, I dreaded meet and greets more than anything in the world. I really didn't like doing them, especially because I was brand new and I didn't really have any fans at all. Not only was I nervous to like talk to someone when someone chose me for meet and greets, but also I was like the least popular member, which like made sense. All the other girls in my group, they had some sort of fan base, whereas I was like completely new, like a brand new face. So it was really lonely, and I just like I like didn't know who I was. To come from that all the way to like having a bunch of otaku that I really love and loved seeing, and like us chatting and having our inside jokes and all that stuff, like I don't know, it's just, I think it's really beautiful. So yeah, I think the thing I miss the most is meet and greets with you guys. So yeah, thank you for your question. The next question is from Salaryman Photo, and they asked, how did Narissa become your Kamiyoshi? First of all, if you don't know who Narissa is, that's Narissa. I love Narissa. She is a VTuber from Hololive English. She's from the group Advent in Hololive English, and I adore her with like my whole soul. But yeah, how did she become my Kamiyoshi? Before Narissa, like I was not into VTubers at all. Like I didn't really know a lot about VTubers. Obviously, like I know what a VTuber looks like. I have friends who are VTubers, but I never really engaged in the media, so like I didn't have a lot to go off of. But I remember there was a lot of buzz specifically for Advent when they first were doing their debut streams. And I originally watched Advent for Fuamoko, and then I got a little more curious and was like, maybe I should watch a couple of the other members' streams. And the next member I watched was Narissa. I was blown away by her vocals. I thought she was like an incredible singer, and at that time specifically, like I was an idol obviously, so I was very into like finding new vocalists I liked and like kind of learning from them and stuff. So I just started following her for her covers originally, still being kind of resistant to like the idea of like following a VTuber and liking a VTuber. So I was only watching her covers for like, I want to say the first like 5 or 6 months. And then eventually I started watching her streams a little more and like engaging with her content. And before I knew it, like a year had passed and I was cosplaying her. So like, I don't know, it was very surprising to me as well. Like I almost like didn't even realize I was her fan until I was like literally cosplaying her, and I was like, oh, I guess I do like her. And ever since, I've just really embraced it, and I've really enjoyed just like being a VTuber fan, I guess. But more specifically Narissa, I haven't really found another VTuber that I like to that same capacity, and honestly I think that's for the best because I really enjoy just collecting one person's merch. Exhibit A. I also have a glass case in my living room that looks like this. I also have this tapestry on my wall. I also have this blanket on my bed that I sleep with. I really love her, and I'll continue to support her until the day I die. Thank you for your question. Okay, the next question is from Hill Robber, who is Matthew. Hi Matthew, thank you for asking me a question. He asked, what have you been working on lately? So I feel like my answer to this is gonna be extremely boring, and it's that I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything all year, and I'm kind of like happy about that. I've been very creatively burnt out for like a very long time. I started my YouTube channel at the beginning of the year because I was graduating and I wanted to continue some form of like creative endeavor post-graduation, but I realized very quickly that I was creatively burnt out in like every way, shape, and form, and I just needed to hit the pause button on everything, and that included the channel, which is a little embarrassing because I did say I was gonna post once a month and I didn't, but you know, girl's gotta take a break when she's gotta take a break. So I just haven't done anything, and really I've just been trying hard to just kind of sit with that and be okay with that, because if you know me, you know that I am constantly chasing recognition. It's one of my worst and best traits, I would say, about myself, because on one hand it makes me very ambitious and I want to do a lot of things, But on the other hand, I get very, very sucked into that, and it kind of becomes my whole life, and it's really unhealthy. I had this huge pressure after graduating to like not be forgotten. So I tried to do the YouTube channel thing. I was thinking of like all these other ways I can come back immediately and like do all these things again and stuff. But like I realized the more I thought about it, the more like unhappy it was making me, and I like couldn't really wrap my head around like why that was happening. But looking back, it was really obvious. I was just extremely burnt out and I needed a break like desperately. But yeah, I don't know what the future holds. Hopefully cool things though. Thank you for your question. This one is from an anonymous person, and they wrote, "Didn't you used to be a DML official ambassador, and what was that like?" So DML is Dear My Love, and yes, I was an ambassador for Dear My Love last year for 3 months. I think it was during the summer, like July to September or something like that. And yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I want to be like a little honest about how that experience was. So basically, when you're a Dear My Love ambassador, they give you a, I think 10,000 yen coupon to buy whatever you want on their website, and you need to make 2 posts, I believe, that month or each month, advertising the clothes and talking about what you got and like whatever. That sounds like really good on paper, right? But the downside to that was like if you wanted to use this coupon, you had to order off of their actual website. You can't use a proxy or anything. You have to order from the website. That would cause issues because if you've ever tried to order off of Dear My Love, like the website from abroad, you know that the shipping is like insane. So I would pick a few items and it would rack up to about $100 Canadian. I put it in my cart and it'd be like, okay, now that's 0 yen because you used your coupon, and it's like cool. But then you get to the shipping, and the shipping is $100 Canadian. So I kind of was still paying for my clothes. I guess you could say like I was getting it half off technically, but like half off of $200. It was a little bit, I don't want to say deceiving, but like it did kind of feel a little bit like a gotcha, because I was like, oh, I'm not actually being given these clothes for free. I still need to pay for the shipping that costs just as much as the clothes. And I know the company is not getting that shipping money. That's purely for like the shipping service, but it did kind of suck because I felt like I was paying to promote this brand, and it was kind of frustrating a little bit. If money is not an object to you, I think the ambassador program is still a really fun thing to do. They didn't end up renewing me, and I completely understand why, because I'm not like an influencer. I don't really have a big following or anything. They decided not to go forward with me, which ended up being a little bit of like a blessing in disguise because I wasn't really loving having to pay money to receive clothes to advertise. So that was kind of my experience. Thank you for your question. I think we only have time for one more, so I'm gonna try to choose a good one. Okay, I think this is a good one. Okay, this one is from My Cake, who is Jelly on Instagram. Thank you, Jelly, for sending me a question, queen. She asked, what are you looking forward to in 2026, and what are you happy to leave behind in 2025? It's already December, and I keep forgetting that. New Year's is like really soon, and I haven't been thinking about like my New Year's resolutions at all, or like reflecting on anything, because it does not feel like December. But I'll just say like off the dome right now, what am I happy to leave behind? I think I'm happy to leave behind bad vibes in 2025. I feel like part of like the burnout and the pressuring myself to like keep working even though I have no reason to work, like all those feelings, I really hope I can leave them behind in 2025, because as much as I've been able to rest and, you know, recharge, I still don't feel fully rested, because there has been this like evil demon in the back of my mind telling me that I need to work or I'm going to become irrelevant. And I don't like that, because I really need to recover from like whatever craziness has been like the past 5 years of my life. So I would like to leave those vibes behind if I can. And in 2026, I'm really excited to just let myself have the breathing room and the space to just explore whatever I want, however I want it, for as long or as little time as I want, and just really figure out like what I want to do next. But I'm really excited, and yeah, I don't know, I just want to give myself the space to do whatever I want and just go at my own pace and have fun. So yeah, thank you so much, Jelly, for the question. And I think that's all of our questions. I did have a few more, but this video is getting really, really long, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But I just wanted to thank everyone for sending me your questions. I really appreciated it. I felt like this was a really fun thing to do, just like talk and like answer questions and like get more personal and stuff. I don't know what this channel is gonna really look like. I think I'm just gonna post whatever I want, and maybe it's gonna be fashion related, maybe it's gonna be something else. Like, I don't know. Like, it really could just be another sit down where I like talk and stuff. I'd really, really love to do a get ready with me video. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you liked it, please leave a comment down below with a music emoji. I'll put this one, Narissa's Oshi mark. Just put that in. Let me know that you got this far. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye bye!